Hey everyone, Rich here for part 2 of heavy metal hot stuff and horticulture. Basically today I'm doing my seed starting, soaking, mixing up my potting soil. So I'll show you what my process is for that. Alright, to start out I'm going to mix up my soil. I'm kind of cheating this time. I didn't feel like going and digging up some humus, and I had some bags of this left over. Now a lot of people give a lot of crap about Miracle-Gro, but this stuff is Omri. It's organic. But I've noticed that since I've used this in the past, from bag to bag it's inconsistent. So some of it'll be really coarse, some of it'll be really fine. So when I blend all my ingredients together, I'm hoping that'll even out a bit. Alright, now I won't be using these until later. I got dark colored party cups and clear colored party cups. And I'll show you what those are used for when I get the seeds in the dirt. But basically the clear cups are going to get holes poked in the bottom of them and go inside of the dark cups. Alright, I got some Behold. Actually, that was for the table. But, alright, fulvic acid, great stuff, can hold 60 times its molecular weight in nutrients. Bush Doctor Microbe Brew, it's basically liquid microbes. You feed your soil, and the microbes eat what's in the soil and release the nutrients for the plant roots. Epsom salt, also considered organic. A lot of people don't like to use it because it's a sulfate, but guess what? There's all kinds of natural sulfates. This happens to be one of them. This stuff, bat guano. Kind of pricey, but I swear by it. It's great stuff. I got some gloves. A lot of this stuff has like manure and of course the guano and the microbes. It's just safer that way. Alright, this is non-fertilized perlite. Okay, a lot of times, for example, if you buy perlite that's Miracle-Gro, it has the non-organic fertilizer salts added to it when you buy the bag of it. So I make sure that I get the unfertilized stuff, and it's basically volcanic glass, and loosens up your soil, keeps it well draining, things like that. And this is organic peat moss, also not fertilized. You see the Omri tag on there as well, so that's organic. And what that does is makes the soil nice and fluffy, well draining, as well as moisture retention. But the fluffiness is great. That's what you want, so that you have root formation with your plants. Okay, and a couple of tools, a little tiny garden spade, and a hoe. I got a hoe. And that's just for mixing up my stuff and moving my soil around. Alright, so I'm going to get started with that. I wanted to mention that I'm not adding bone meal at this point because this is for seedlings and seed starting, and bone meal is mostly going to be necessary when they start blooming and fruiting. And when I transplant them out of the cups into either the ground or larger containers, that's when I'll add the bone meal. Alright, so let me get that mixed up and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I got my solids. It'd be the potting soil, the perlite, the sphagnum moss, the bat guano, and the Epsom salt over in there. Alright, I haven't mixed it yet. But just, I want to get it even, try to work it in all the way through the bottom. Now a lot of people don't realize that when you buy potting soil from the store, a lot of times you have to cut it. Usually with perlite, a Otherwise, it is so poorly draining that you will not have good plants. Especially with nightshades. Practically all nightshades like well-draining soil. So, nightshades are going to be your tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, eggplants. Those are more common ones. I also grow some poisonous ones as well. Kind of a collector of those. So I'm going to keep doing this for a bit. I'm probably going to add a lot more perlite to it. That Miracle Grow potting soil had sphagnum moss in it already, so I didn't add a whole lot to it. But I'll put a note in what my ratios are. Alright. See how nice and loose and fluffy that is? That's good. It's going to be very helpful to root formation. You know, when you're going through it, any coarse stuff like this, you know, for seedlings, you want to get rid of that stuff. So it's actually not that big of a deal when you've got adult plants, because they'll just wrap their roots about it. But the seedlings will have little small weak roots, and they'll have to go around the coarse stuff and take them longer, stuff like that. So for seedlings, you definitely want very fine, fluffy soil that's well draining. You can see the little white spots in it. I could probably add more perlite. I'm not going to. I think this stuff will be fine. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of water along with the fulvic acid and the microbe brew. So, like I said, I'll put the ratios up for that. Alright. For most of the rest of the video, I'm just going to put pictures because I got a whole lot going on. But I'll put explanations with it. As you can see, I brought the table back inside. Got my cups laid out. Alright. They're not going to stay there. I've got a lot to do with them. But see the clear cups? I got holes in it. And I just used a nail to do that. Kind of rusty. Be careful if you do that. But you take that and you put your soil inside and you plant your seed. Cover it up with plastic wrap as such. And then just like that. Makes a humidity dome. And once the seed pops up, spreads the cotyledons. I want to remove the plastic wrap. And the reason that you got them double stacked, so you can bottom water. So I put the water in this cup and I put it down in there like that. But when I'm first planting them, I'm going to have a spray bottle and spray them down before I put the plastic wrap on. So let me do that. Like I said, the rest of the video, including the soaking, which is simple, you know, that's all going to be videos. Also, one more thing, the clear is so I can see the root development on the inside, and the dark cup blocks the light from getting to the roots. So, like I said, the rest is going to be pictures. Help me save some time to upload the video on my crappy backwoods internet. So enjoy the rest, and thanks for watching.